What's up, guys? I'm RL Mike1234, but you can call me Mike. Welcome to this week's Rock Band DLC vocal review. Today we'll take a look at a couple of 90s hits. One song by Tonic and another by Vertical Horizon. Before we begin, you may have noticed that you're only seeing the vocal charts this time. That means that I finally got off of my lazy ass and went to get my Elgato replaced. Anyway, are these songs any fun to sing? Let's take a look. Our first song is If You Could Only See by Tonic. The song begins right away with an intro chorus containing mostly lower notes. Each succeeding chorus is more or less the same thing, but with the addition of a harmony. The first verse continues the trend of lower notes. The first pre-chorus is only 2 phrases, but they're probably the hardest in the song to figure out the first time playing. Next is the first chorus, not counting the intro chorus that is. Like I said before, the lead is the same here, but the red harmony kicks in. I've heard others call this line orange, but I'm calling it red because it's my video, and I'll call it what I want. Anyway, the second verse has more variety than the first, which of course I like. The second pre-chorus includes both harmony parts, but it's nothing special when they're the same thing at different octaves, which they are. That's all the yellow harmony does, by the way. The second chorus is the same as the first chorus, not counting the intro chorus, so I'm moving on. After a guitar solo, there's the third pre-chorus. This section is slightly different from the first two, but not in a significant way. The third chorus, which ends the song, is partially the same as the previous two, but there is one phrase that you haven't seen yet, so be prepared for it. This is a decent song for 2 singers. Groups of 3 should probably look elsewhere. I give If You Could Only See a vocal score of 6 out of 10. Our second and final song is Everything You Want by Vertical Horizon. Here's another song I didn't know by name, but I recognized right away when I heard it. Anyway, after the guitar intro, the first verse begins, mostly containing mid-range notes. This verse has one harmony phrase. Moving into the chorus, the harmony is mostly the same note, but it does change. So use that one note as well as some common sense as a guide to get the changes. As for the melody, it's basically the same range as the verse. The next verse is a melody that is now predictable, as well as some of the yellow harmony. The second and third verses are the only sections to contain the yellow harmony until the last chorus. Nothing new in the second chorus, so I'm moving on. The bridge is the hardest part of the song, provided that you don't know it. The third verse is the same as the second, so next. The third chorus is where you finally get some fun with the harmonies, but it's pretty short-lived. Chorus 3A is the same as the choruses before, but chorus 3B is where you get 3 parts. The yellow harmony turns into what the red harmony was in previous choruses, and the red harmony turns into a higher note, and I do mean the same note the entire section. After this chorus, the outro has a few phrases as well. This song is pretty predictable, and the harmonies aren't as good as If You Could Only See. For those reasons, I give Everything You Want a vocal score of 5 out of 10. It's okay for 2 singers, but almost completely pointless for 3. Not great, not bad, in the middle. I like the songs themselves this week, but the fun factor isn't very high on vocals. I can recommend If You Could Only See if you have only 2 people singing. Everything You Want is okay, but leaves something to be desired. Still, the songs are classic 90s, so have fun if you're into that sort of thing. I give this week's DLC an overall vocal score of 5.5 out of 10. That's the end of this week's review. Be sure to let me see your thoughts of this week's DLC in the comments, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. See you next time.